allegiance.
From the flags.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll now call this meeting of the Hamilton County Veterans Service Commission to order. Roll call, please, Pam.
Mr. Hedden?
Here.
Mr. Rowland, excused. Mr. Standiford?
Here.
Mr. Watson?
Here.
Ms. Wilson?
Here. Do we have any guests?
No guests. Well, except the van drivers outside.
And technically,
And, oh, yes, I'm sorry. You're more like a member of the team, Laura, than a guest. But we do have Laura Susannis with the market. Okay.
I got you now.
we're gonna get an update on.
I got you.
Appreciate it.
I got you.
What we did down at,
We're gonna get a new one.
I got you now.
We always bring her to the table.
All right,
We're gonna bring you to the table.
there you go. All right, so do
we
we,
lost her.
other than Laura, there's no one out in the hallway?
Correct.
Okay. All right, so do we have any presentations or announcements?
Not at this time.
You want Laura
No.
Would there be an announcement about the guy turning 100 years old?
Yep, do you want to give that now,
Yeah,
Commissioner,
okay.
or the Commissioner's update at the end?
Okay. We had a lady called me and we got to talking and we found out that her daddy is a veteran, turned 100 years old. September, I think it was the 30th, September 30th, his name is years, not this year. Let's look at the stadium for this year and then a couple years down, look for somewhere else when we in the place, the parking. You had to look at the cheers.
Mhm.
You had to look at the overhead of the cost.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
if you down there at the whatchamacallit, and it's cool and dandy because you had to look at transportation. Downtown at the stadium, you have all the buses going to there from throughout Hamilton County. Okay, at the new place we talking about, the parking lot, which I think you only got the 4 or the 17 going in. Maybe we can do something with Metro and bring buses in there.
Mhm.
But right now, for next year, we need to keep looking, just look at the stadium and then down the road, what Steve said, project that in, But, I think the stadium was great. I mean, the food was great. I mean, and I think next year we will bring a lot of people, more people in, especially if we consolidate with the organization you was talking about. So, that's just me. I'm through with that.
No, I appreciate
The
it.
problem is, I can understand, but see, we didn't fork out $200,000 last year.
That was the
county.
Yeah.
We have to fork that out.
Oh,
this year.
okay, okay.
So the county's
We
not
are
paying.
responsible for that this year.
Just in our, yeah.
So there is that consideration, and it is, look, I love Great American Ballpark. Beautiful setting, fantastic. It is a matter of us, to me personally, just thinking of being fiscally responsible for what we have to work with. And if we can get away with a bigger space, one, to allow more open
And no cost.
and a lower cost associated with, let's say, the food, and have different food options, because we were locked in with required to have their food and also tell them this is how many people, without knowing, where we may be able to work something differently, as well as different things. There's a lot more flexibility if we look at an alternate site. And I'm not saying no to that, but I'm just saying that just the cost-wise, it gave me the heebie-jeebies when I brought out was
I mean,
$200,000.
it gave me
So-
the heebie-jeebies.
So the thing I just want the board to appreciate and recognize is that, we've got dedicated staff. Amber's doing a fantastic job making this a priority for her to get right, not just for the Veteran Service Commission, but for all of our veterans. She's working very closely with a great team that has the experience of helping us with this event in the marketing pack, and Jeannie and Laura. So rest assured, the board does not need to make these little tiny decisions. You know, the staff is making those decisions. We're noting everything that you said here, and your thoughts as well. The thing I just want you to be conscious of is that if the mobile unit is going to work, the ballpark may not be able to support an 8-hour day. So the mobile unit is not going to be able to go there if they can only support 4 hours. That's a pending question that we are waiting for the ballpark to confirm in whether they can support an 8-hour day. But we will consider all options and Laura has not shown it, but they have done an extensive 2-page document of pros and cons for us as well. So they're putting their heads together.
I mean, the mobile unit's priority. That is something that to be.
We have made that a priority, yeah.
That is something that
And that's
needs to
gonna
happen
happen
this year. And I have complete faith in Amber and the marketing pack, what they were able to put together
Mhm.
for this last event with the marketing pack, and then with Amber coming on board, I am more than comfortable
Right.
with everything you guys are doing.
Appreciate it.
And I'm
Thank you.
sure we're gonna have more updates
Yes. Yeah.
as we move on.
Yeah.
There's no decisions made today.
Correct.
We're getting all
Just
the
an update.
options and looking at.
Appreciate
Did
it.
did you, if you want to recognize, did you have a
No,
comment?
no, I'm good.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him if he had anything he
Okay.
wanted to say.
William, but like, if anything cut in stones, you know, you could change, you know.
Sure.
There you go.
Okay, good.
All
All
right,
right.
so let's move on. Do we have anything else on the Greene County trip?
Yeah, so just highlight some things. Again, it's a great trip, Greene County. Some things to consider that Greene County is doing. Again, these are best practices from our sister
Thank you,
entities.
Amber.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. Laura,
Thank you. Laura.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye, Laura.
Open?
Yes. So one of the things that they've done is a Veterans Hall of Fame. I know Commissioner Sanders talked about that for Hamilton County. For Greene County, what they do is a process to solicit recommendations and applications for veterans in the county that are veterans and have contributed into the community. They recognize 5 a year. They present them around October timeframe, and then they give the veteran a plaque. The Veteran Service Commission has a plaque to display, and then they also give the Board of County Commissioners a plaque to display at county building, so that there's a shared appreciation of veterans all throughout the county. So something to consider. We'll brainstorm with the team here on what that could look like moving forward. The other thing that we could consider as we now start engaging with county administration for the potential move to the Mercy Health Building, a Veterans Memorial at the Mercy Health Building that recognizes all branches and all eras. There's a lot of space there that we can put up, flagpoles, and then also monuments to all the services and branches. So I'll talk to County Administrator Jeff Aludo and then their logistics maintenance team. What that could look like, if that's even possible, and then if so, come back to the board with some recommendations for that. Okay. The last thing is we've ordered, there we go. We ordered a flag retirement drop box, okay? Relatively inexpensive. We're gonna put it, circulate that. We're gonna put it in the lobby. So anyone that wants to retire their flags in the county, they can come to our county lobby, drop it off. And then what other counties do is their Veteran Service Commission and their fire department semi-annually does a retirement ceremony. So
Nice.
something nice to do. And then you all have seen the POW table in the lobby now.
Very impressive.
I love that.
So we've got that. We also have a TV out there that we're going to have mounted, and it's just going to start scrolling our newsletter and our updated information for veterans sitting in the lobby. That's all I've got.
Are we gonna go outside to it?
When we get it done.
Yep. But
Right?
Greene County BSC, that's it. Yep.
So I mean, do we need to go look at the bands before we go
Yes.
to executive session?
Yeah.
So we're looking to purchase a couple bands.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go outside and look at them.
Right.
Okay. Just check.
So we're at for use property as permitted under the Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G2, and also to allow Mr. Hart to stay in our executive session where we can ask him any questions that we find pertinent to the purchase of the vans.
I'll second that.
I didn't make a
Oh.
motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, Pam.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson.
Yes.
25,000 and additional accoutrements that we may need for it.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion to purchase the 22-foot van not to exceed a cost of $125,000. That includes the wrapping, correct?
Yes, and security cameras.
All right. Any discussion?
We have that in the budget for this year?
Yes, we've got the remaining 2024 budget.
Yes. And the 100,000 per vehicle, which would have been 3 for next year, is that 300,000 still in our budget?
It was not per vehicle. We had,
100,000 for 3 vehicles?
right. Not having the quotes at the time that we had submitted the budget, it was a estimate. So,
Okay, so if we purchase 2 vehicles next year,
yes.
we're probably gonna go over the 100,000.
By looking at the numbers that we now have from quotes, we'll probably go over by about 30,000
And
for
we
the
can,
acquisition of 2
and-
minivans.
yeah, I got that. And we can pull from the, okay,
Yes.
I got it.
But to be clear, this purchase on the motion will be 2024, but remaining budget for the purchase of this 22-foot van. That's under
How long
motion
until it
right
would
now.
be operational?
You already answered that. But this year's budget.
Correct.
Okay, I got that.
How long until that would be operational?
I'm sorry,
How long until that would be operational?
what do you mean operational done?
If we're purchasing it today.
Oh, we would have to get back on the timeline because we don't know how long surveillance cameras. will
Yeah,
take.
no, but
Yeah,
2025?
well, yeah, and from an encumbrance standpoint is we will encumber the funds this year. And if it gets delivered next year, it still comes out of 2024.
But we have purchased it in 24.
I didn't want to see if we would have it operational, like, hopefully by the.
We'll try, yeah, we'll try our best.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. I'm cool with that.
I doubt that seriously.
What's
Yeah.
that?
But anyways, is there any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please, Pam.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner Stanford,
Yes.
Commissioner Watson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson.
Okay,
Congratulations. We just bought our first van, everybody. And that is,
Well done. Veterans are better off for it.
yes, it is.
okay, let's see here. Commissioner and director updates. Anybody got anything to say? I got a couple things, if no one else has, unless you want to go first.
I have nothing. No.
Okay, today was supposed to be the open house for the Fisher House. I got a text, so I was looking at earlier. No, it's not gonna, it's a no-go for today. They had plumbing problems in the kitchen and they ended up with some mold. On a veterans standpoint, on November the 11th, which is my next post meeting, we're honoring 20 young men between the ages of 18 and 25 who went to North Carolina on their own dime, collected supplies and donations, and went down there and worked a week with no pay. Took their own equipment, and there are various, I only know one of them personally, so there are various young people from all over Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky, and we're awarding them what we call the American Legion Red, White, and Blue Award. And then we're going to give them each a gift. And our meeting starts at 7 PM, so if anybody that would be interested in coming is more than welcome.
When they helped in North Carolina, was that for the Milton or
I'm sorry?
was that for the hurricane cleanup?
I don't understand the question, I'm sorry.
When they
Were
went
they
down there to
helping
help
with the
out,
hurricane
that was
victims?
because of the hurricane.
Yes,
right?
because of the hurricane. Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. And they're already planning their second trip, so at any rate. That's all I have.
All right, so I'll be, doing the DAB 5K. I asked for here, we couldn't donate it because of, going to Kentucky and this and that, but I did get, goals from other organizations. DAV sponsored me, so I thank y'all. I will be running at 9th, and then we'll be meeting for David Less Thursday at 6 o'clock. If anybody want to come, celebrating his 100th birthday, and he is a World War II vet.
Everybody got
I'm
the
gonna
address?
send him a card, unfortunately, I can't comment.
And last meeting, you said that was on November the 6th.
6. No, I made a mistake. It's the 9th.
It is the 9th?
Yes, it is November the 9th.
Anyone else have anything?
Thanks for bringing that to my attention.
No, our next meeting will be November the 13th, 2024 at 10 AM here